and welcome to another installment of God Bless America. One thing I can't emphasize enough, the reason I talk about liberalism, socialism, communism, however you want to label it, statism, it's all just varying degrees of the same evil. The one thing I can't emphasize enough is that it's all about control, a command and control, top-down governing style that emphasizes the power of the state and the benefit of the state over the power of the individual and the benefit to the individual. It's all about what's good for the government, or as they'll say, what's good for the people, the community. And it's all about the people in control maintaining control. And that's why statism, or socialism, or liberalism is so inherently evil. They sell it as caring, compassion, we want to help you, the government is there to help you, but really they're just selling it as compassion, but really it's just evil, controlling imprisonment. But they're not going to tell you that. And one of the things that's always fascinated me is how minorities are so chained to the Democratic Party. They, especially African Americans, they vote Democratic something like 90%. And I often wonder, back in the 60s, when Lyndon Johnson really started these government programs, the war on poverty, which has been an abysmal failure. They've spent trillions and trillions and trillions, tens of trillions of dollars, and the poverty rate is exactly the same as it was then. And I always wonder, since the Southern Democrats were the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK was the terrorist arm of the Democratic Party, and the Southern Democrats were the racists, they were the segregationists. Do people think that all of a sudden they just woke up one day and said, you know what, instead of hating and lynching black people, we're going to be on their side and we're going to help them? Does that sound realistic? I mean, people put their faith in the government, which is just politicians, which Democratic politicians are just lawyers who ran for office. Now, people have a very dim view of lawyers, but all of a sudden, because they got elected to something, they are all of a sudden good and benevolent and care more than anyone else? No. What LBJ and the Southern Democrats decided was, we can't keep people enslaved anymore, in the literal sense, so we're going to figuratively enslave them by making them dependent on the government. We will build them a place to live, and we'll issue them a monthly stipend, and we'll make it so that they are forever beholden to the state. Now, I know it's really difficult when you're in a tight situation to say, well, I'm just going to give up on my lifeline and go out and use my individualism to make the best that I can be. And they know that. So what they want to do is they want to keep everybody down as much as they can through their policies. They're going to create a dependent state and then say, you need us to get you out of your dependent state. You need more money, more programs. In essence, give us more power, more of your liberty, and we will continue to take care of you. And those guys over there, they don't care about you. They want you to starve. They say it's every man for themselves. But you know what? If the Democrats didn't create the problem in the first place, then everyone could thrive. But the Democrats and the liberals have their boot on our necks, so we are struggling, we do become dependent on the government, and then they double down and say, you need more of what we're selling, and we're only selling it because we're compassionate statists. Thanks for joining us on another exciting edition of God Bless America. And remember, stay classy, conservatives.